question of the hour is, are electric trucks stupid? Are they stupid? Well, I'm driving in a brand new Ford Lightning. Oh, snap. It's not a Ford and it's not electric. So I went to a Ford dealership recently and we were talking about their electric trucks. They got the Lightning and they have a few hybrid models as well. So not full electric, gas engine, but then it also has some kind of electric motor that I guess augments the gas, is my guess. I don't know the details of their hybrid trucks, but that's probably what it is. Gas engine with a boost. And the conversation did not go very well. The conversation did not go very well. Now, in all fairness, the woman, oh, damn, of course it's a woman. What do you expect? Come on, fellas. Let's not be chauvinists. But she was a woman. But that's nothing to do with why she was just uninformed. Anyway, it's one thing to be uninformed, it's another thing to not respect that. You know, it's kind of like, so I know I'm not informed about this particular topic or certain things, so I'm just going to be honest about it, and I'm going to do my best, which means I'll get back to you on that one, sir. I'll get back to you on that one, sir, instead of, you know, rambling on and on about nonsense. I ask you a direct question about something specific. I'll give an example. We were walking past a line of 4 trucks, and I saw that I'm not that familiar with the 4 trucks, right? I just know F-150, F-250, F-350, you know, half ton, full ton, whatever. But I saw a lot of them had these badges that said sport. It was like sport 4x4. Some just said sport, I think, and there was some other thing that said sport. And I wanted to know I want to know exactly what that meant. What does sport mean? I mean, I could make a guess what it means in terms of, one second. I can guess that it means it's a trim level that is more sporty. So in terms of handling and acceleration, mostly. So I would expect any of the trucks that say sport are going to be a little bit more peppy, probably stronger brakes to go with the extra power, more power as well. And the handling might be a little tighter. So not quite as comfortable as the non-sport designated trucks, but I'm just guessing, right? I didn't see all this to her. I just asked her what it meant, and she started rambling on and on about, yeah, they got all kind of trims and this and that, and all kind of trucks, and we got lots of trucks, and you can get trucks with this and trucks with that, and yeah, it's really amazing. I asked you a specific question about what the sport designation means. I didn't ask you all that, right? And you're just saying random stuff. Like, well, not necessarily, but it's not surprising that they have a bunch of different trims. I mean, I think that's a typical thing for most vehicles. So the bottom line is she didn't know what sport meant for the trucks. So just say, actually, I don't know, but let me find out. That's the next thing. Not only did she not answer the question, and she starts rambling, saying a bunch of other stuff, wasting my time. Like, that's the thing. You got to respect your customer's time, right? Someone coming in, you know, with enough money to buy a new truck, which I don't have right now, but I'm forward thinking, and I was kind of goal setting. I figured I would, you know, I've done this before in my life. I'll give away one of my trade secrets, you know, to help motivate me to do certain things, because sometimes it's tough, man. You're working hard, and you know, sometimes, you know, you burn out and all that stuff, so you need some energy to pull you forward. So I'll treat myself, man. I will, say if I accomplish this goal, then I'm gonna buy X, something that is really exciting for me, right? So I figured I want to get away from these really old vehicles right now because I got a really rundown truck right now that I got because my van with its messed up transmission is in the shop again, and it sucks getting out of the driveway because rear wheel drive, blah blah blah. So I wanted a 4x4, and I wanted no more payment. So I could save money. So I got something real cheap. So no financing, just paid cash. Insurance is much less. So I got that. But it's a really old truck. It's 173,000 miles on it. It's a Dodge of all things. Like, holy crap, what was I thinking? Well, I was thinking was it's really cheap. But yeah, it's not like it's a Toyota. 173,000 miles on it. That's in pretty good shape, and it's a Toyota, right? It's a freaking Dodge, and it's not the best looking Dodge at all. It's got issues. I got codes, but that's why it was dirt cheap. So that's why I got it. But it's a ticking time bomb. It's a matter of time before something happens, and also the little things that I have to do to fix it up that's going to cost me money. And then in the future, I got to fix other things or whatever. That's more money. So the overall equation, an aggravation, oh, my truck is down again, blah, blah, blah. The overall equation is, I'm saving money now, but in the long term, this is going to be something that is, not ideal. So I wanted to get a newer vehicle, and also I want to take advantage of tax benefits. I got a house now. I'm renting apartments now. So it's time for me to do my Donald Trump and do my fraud. Basically there's what is it? There's tax avoidance and there's tax evasion. Let's get our tax avoidance on. So tax avoidance is legal ways to minimize your tax burden, which can give you a higher sort of, I don't know if I want to say net income or net result. So I wanted to do that. I'm very much squeezed. The damage from what I just dealt with these two people that weren't paying, and I got a long journey to deal with the damage from that. I'm in a much better situation now, but money is thin. I gotta renovate a kitchen, one little kitchen, and I'm stuck because I don't have the money, and I'm trying to, see what options are available to me. Home equity thing didn't really work out, so it's tight, man. So so I just figured I could pick out a very nice truck and use it as motivation for what needs to happen between now into summer for me to recover from the damage of the situation. So if I do everything I'm supposed to do, then I should be in a pretty good state in the summertime. And at that time, that would enable me to get a truck, but get it in a very interesting way that I've never done before. I've always been against leases. Leases are bad. Don't get leases. You're wasting money. You're spending all this money, and then you don't get anything at the end of the day. It's not yours, blah, blah, blah. All valid arguments. I've done that for most of my life, and I will do it again. But for right now, I have the immediate need of, getting a reliable vehicle that, can handle my driveway. I can tow stuff. I can carry stuff. All that utility. I want that, but I don't want the liability of, stuff breaking down and the expense of the maintenance and not reliable. I don't need an extra aggravation, but I don't need to be buying a brand new truck. If I bought a brand new truck, I'd be looking to put like 10,000 down, 15,000 down. First of all, I don't have 10,000 or 50,000 to put down on a goddamn truck, but that's what I would normally do. When my finances are good, that's the way I get down. That's why back in the day, I was driving around in a Porsche, not a new one, and I was paying like $300 a month for a Porsche, a 911. nice car. But that's because I put good money down. I bought what I could afford, right? Therefore, I was able to put a lot of money down, so I had low payments. So anyway, the thing with the leasing is I could get into a truck pretty cheaply without, you know, dropping 15 grand. And I've seen some specials where I could even pay like $300 a month. It's brand new, so I won't have to deal with all the maintenance issues. And then here's the cherry on top. I can write off 70 to 100% of the lease on the truck because it's pretty much going to be used for business, right? I don't need a truck. I'm not really into trucks. I mean, my perspective on trucks are starting to change because I'm now exposed to them. But I'm a sport car guy, right? So that's my personal car. That's my getting around. But is the utility, and what do I need utility for? My business. So I'll my tax guy, but that could be. I think I did the math on it, and it could be something like $3,000 worth of savings based on the write-off. So it might just work. If I'm paying like $300 a month, and then I'm getting this big tax write-off on that money, the net effect is, in terms of how much money it's costing me, is not much. And then I don't have the maintenance costs. Also, even fuel. Newer vehicles are more fuel efficient. I mean, my truck, man, I hardly go anywhere, and like needle's moving so fast. I'm like, whoa, I have been 10 square mile. Like, what is going on? I just filled this thing up. What is the deal? That's a big beefy V8 from 20 years ago. Somebody's in the house. I see random in the house. Do you love? I saw green. I don't know what that is. But anyway, so that's my thought process. So pick out a nice truck that's really cool and is exciting to motivate me, because I need all the motivation I can. I have a lot of hard work to do to recover from the damage of the situation. So I need anything that can help me stay the course. So if I can get excited about some new truck, right? If I meet my goals, I get the truck. If I don't get the truck. But that's what I was thinking about doing. But anyway, back to the electric truck thing. So this lady, I already established, she, rather than say she doesn't know, she's rambling on and on, blah, 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 and telling you all kinds of nonsense. And it was such an insane experience, because it's like she thinks that she's being slick and she's tricking me or fooling me, or she's being smooth or whatever. I don't know what her thought process is, I'm assuming, but she probably is thinking stuff like that. The reality is, I mean, I am not fooled by any of it. I'm running circles around her. I mean, the minute she starts playing her little games and rambling and this and that, I'm just like, wow, she doesn't know. And rather than say that, and then I'm thinking, while she's talking, I'm just thinking, hey, I wish she would stop, because she's just wasting my time. She's saying nothing, right? I need to get in here and get out. I got places to go. The sun is going down. This woman's wasting my time, rather than saying she just doesn't know, rather than going and asking someone. I mean, if I wasn't in such a rush, I would be more aggressive and be like, hey, can you look it up and find out for me? But since it wasn't that kind of situation, she kind of was rambling on and on. But a specific thing that we ran into was the talk about my concerns about electric vehicles. So I said to her, the battery, I'm concerned about the battery, right? And I was very specific about, what happens when the battery dies, either through maintenance issue where it needs to be replaced and it's out of warranty, or the shelf life, whenever the battery has, it's basically, it can't get charged anymore. It's too old, too many charging cycles, it needs to be replaced. Either scenario is scary to me, because I don't know the numbers, but my understanding is these things are, you're talking over $10,000. The first thing she says to me is, oh, that's any vehicle. I said, no, man. I said, listen, with a car, with gas car, the biggest thing like this would be, your transmission and your engine. You blow your engine, or your transmission is blown. I mean, those are, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000. I've even heard some crazy stories like $6,000 or $7,000 for transmission in certain trucks. So, that's bad enough. And I went through that. I went through the $4,000 for my transmission on my van. Yeah, that's bad enough. That hurt, man. That really, really hurt spending that kind of money. But a battery is double or triple that. Like the idea of me having a vehicle that all of a sudden I got to spend 15 or 20 grand. That is insane. So for this lady to tell me, oh my God, yeah, I'm gonna pause the stream until I get better. So whoever